Be advised. One hostage, unknown hostiles. Over.
You're only wrong if you're dead. My name's Matt. I'm an instructor at 88 Tactical. I'm a former Marine. I've done a couple tours overseas. I do teach everything from the very basic handgun rifle all the way up to more advanced classes like the one I created, Tactical Dynamics. Probably the biggest thing that is a difference between my class and a lot of other classes is that it's really all on you. You have to put everything that you learned and that you know and what you think is correct into play. And a lot of times you realize that a lot of that doesn't work out. That there's no one there to also ask for help or give you help. Like, you have to figure it out on the fly in the moment, and you gotta get through it. And I think that's a big part that's missing from a lot of classes.
You have one point where it splits, and you have multiple different ways you can go. If you watch most CQB classes, and especially on YouTube videos, you will see that it's kind of one path, right? As long as you do that path correctly and you get to the end and shoot the targets, then you win, right? But in this case, you have to make a decision, and that decision can leave you exposed in multiple different areas.
Like you said, you come up to like an area that there are usually 3 different paths you can take. Some are better than others, and some might not be good at all. And then you have to make that decision and have a reason why you made that decision as you go through it, and you have to live with that decision once you make it. In real situations, combat, or if you unfortunately have to defend your house or clear your house, a lot of times you get put in a situation that you have to then backtrack or make another decision, and you don't want to do that when it's already too late and you're in a life or death situation. You want to have a little experience in doing that beforehand.
So one thing that Matt didn't speak about is that he changes this maze sometimes between every run and definitely between different people. So you have no idea what you're getting yourself into. So as I came through this, everything's a surprise. He also will do things like make you close your eyes and flip your mags upside down, or put dummy rounds in your magazine. He makes it as unpredictable as possible while still making it safe. Smooth reload, if I must say so myself. How'd I do? Let me know in the comments.
All right, good.
Clear.
Wasn't bad. Barrier work, a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then like footwork and everything. So a lot of like the main things is you came out to here and then you went to there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then you came straight across.
And exposed myself the whole time.
Yeah, but it was just also like, and the way that you did it, because you were here like this, and then you came across like that. All right? So I understand the thinking of it, because you're trying to clear probably this corner, right? So the main thing is, like, as you came across, your back was to here, and then you're completely exposed to this, and you still haven't even cleared that corner. Yeah. So, I mean, this is kind of where like the decision making kind of goes across. Is like, why did we go across? Yeah. You could have, like, this is all clear, right? You got all the sight here. Even from here, I can see there. So now I can clear here. I'm still all good. I'd keep an eye over there, do a little over the shoulder check. But then from here, I'm right there.
So there's no reason for me to really go across at all, technically, once I was here.
I mean, there could be a reason, but I'm just, In this situation, you didn't need to. I mean, if you wanted to, you could have came out, like if you really, there's like an obstacle there or you saw something, maybe like through here you saw something, so you thought that's a better decision. Okay, like so I'm here, back off, rock those hips over, move, keeping eyes downrange, because then if I was pointing downrange to where my threat was, as I come around here, because you still got to kind of clear that, boom, there, that's where you can start engaging, cover here, and then you do that quick check, engage, 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 and then once this engagement's over, then you can come clear here, clear here.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a good spot in any way, but the thing that kind of saves you is that this wall's slightly angled. Yeah. So that kind of saves you from here, because you already moved up to here, because as you moved up to here, you're clearing there, then you're here. So essentially, if I moved up here, there's really no reason to go there.
Makes sense.
Unless you made that decision right back here for some reason, like you felt like this is just a better decision.
I think my thinking on this one was, so as I came around this, so I came around here, I saw that was mostly clear, but I could see that was open.
Yeah.
So my thought was if I came over here, I was exposing myself to all of this. So I didn't want to come to this wall because of that.
Yeah.
So, like, so for example, like say if I was here and I'm clearing down there, I can't, you know, like I have both of those and that. So like you said, that's the whole point of your course.
Yeah.
Is to account for, you know, decision making. Like if you go one direction and commit to it, how does that affect the other choices you could have made?
Yeah, and it's just like the main thing that I really tell people is you went across. Like, why did you go across? Like, what is that why? Like, if you had a good, legitimate reason, cool. Like, I'm glad you made that decision. But just to do it is where the issues come in. Because I've had people that do, like, competitions come in here, and they zigzagged all the way down. And it's like, why did you zigzag? Like, I don't know. It's just what I do. It's just like, let's think about it. Let's go through it. Like, because you didn't have to zigzag. There was a path straight down the middle. You know what I mean? So, and it's just like, just because there's a wall doesn't mean you have to go to it. You know, because you were not wrong in the decision. Like, you cleared here, got here, saw this, orientate to like more kind of center. And then as I came across, then I would try to move and try to clear that if I was going fast. But, I mean, you can also, like, you don't have to be up on a wall right here to clear it. I can clear that spot. Like, I get here, I see that there's a corner there. I haven't had any of this cleared yet. So I can essentially get onto that wall and stay all the way back here and clear that.
And you're still safe.
And I'm still safe and all there. I am open to there, I understand that. But I clear there. That's why, because I'm here, this is all clear essentially, but I need to clear that. So I can come all the way back here, set up on this wall, and do it all the way back here. Especially like for that class in like just learning CQB in general, is barrier work is probably the most important thing. And what we teach here is like the basic, very just starting out is you want, like from your corner, you want to start at fingertips, shoulder, fist away, and you start at a 45-degree angle. So your foot is just pointing at a 45-degree angle towards your corner, and then your belt buckle is pointing towards that corner as well. And from here, it's very simple, just on very basics, is that we're going to take our back foot, we're going to marry our feet, and then you're come and step at a 90 degree on that corner. You don't want to step over the corner so you're exposing anything, but you're right on line with that corner so that I am at the absolute closest that I could be to that corner without exposing myself at all. And then from here, all you do is the slight bend of the knee, and you kind of lean out a little bit. You kind of put a little crank on your body there and lean out with that knee just slightly, and you want to bring that whole, everything together, like from neck down, gun down, your eyes go out, gun comes out. You don't want to bring gun out first, and you definitely don't want to bring head out first. Everything kind of moves together, keep that elbow tucked in, and we just kind of lean out and peek out towards there at that good low ready position. Then from here, once you kind of go out as far as comfortable as you can till you get and see as much as you can. And then all you do is you just move your feet slightly over, and you just continue to do that 45-degree angle as we step around, nice and slow to clear, and you go all the way around until you hit that 90 again. Yeah, like when you were going through that run, you would come up to each barrier and you would basically come to that compression. And then you try to get as close to the corner as you could, and then you would try to come out, and then you would press out from there. The reason we don't want to do that, one is I don't want to get super close to the barrier. I want to be that fingertips, fist away from that barrier, and then I don't want to bring that close into compression, because a lot of things is, as I poke out, if I'm this close to the barrier and my gun is compressed, I have to basically peek out like this. I have to do a little turkey peek. And I'd never want to lead with my head. And even if I did see somebody and I'd come back, then I'm going to come back out like this and he's already going to have me. So fingertips, fists away from the barrier, that good 90, and I want to have the gun out at that good low ready. Because as I come out like this, if I see somebody, all I have to do is just slightly move from here. Even if I'm compressed right here, I got to bring out here and I have to compress out to even get to there. I'm already here, I'm coming, and I just have to move that slight. I'm looking over my sights. I don't want to look down my sights. It's just slightly below, so then I just have to move just a little bit up. So rifle is the exact same thing. Really nothing much really changes between rifle and pistol when it comes to barrier work. You do the same thing, that 45, marry the feet, step at 90. The big thing that people have issues, and it's kind of like handguns too, especially when it comes to when you have like the optics and stuff, is with the rifle, as people peek out, they like to tilt the gun over. So now my sight is clear from the barrier, but my barrel is not. So a lot of people, as they come out here, they'll kind of lean out like this, and then they'll end up shooting the barrier and not engaging whoever they need to engage. As they come out, they like to crank over. Even at that like low ready, they kind of have a problem with that. The other big thing, especially with rifle, is that chicken wing. A lot of people, as they come out, they like the chicken wing out, keep those elbows nice and wide. When we want to keep that nice and tucked, I'm at that 90 degree, and same thing, just kind of press out. If there's anybody, and just keep it at that good low ready. Start them like here. So you can either just come straight up to that corner if you want to. But what I did is I came across to the wall here and I basically checked that corner, because from back here I can pretty much see that entire corner from up there. So as I press up, that corner's already about 90% cleared, and then I can start working into my barrier, my footwork here, just that nice slide over. And from this, you can start to assume that I'm probably looking at a hallway. So I got that wall there, that very short corner there, so I got a long corner on that end. So I'm probably got some kind of a hallway, but I still need to work through here and get to this 90 here. And then this is where I need to make that decision of, either that lean out or that pop. So as I come, I pop out here, but I need to do that shoulder check to just double check over there. And then I start to press. And then since this is like another short corner, I'm basically just stepping almost right into my barrier work yet again. And now I got to do the same thing, but from the left side. So this is where it gets kind of, that tricky again, because I need to use my left side, keep that arm nice and tucked, and then from here, I can either lean out, but expose a lot of my body come out, or I just do that quick pop and try to get, the surprise on them if there's anybody over there. Then, this is where also a lot of the footwork comes in, because essentially, if I'm here and I did that pop, I just want to rock my hips over and kind of step through And then, this is kind of where you got to make that decision, because now I have a wide open space with multiple barriers. So this is where I need to kind of slow down and go back to my basics here, because I have a barrier here that I can step up close to and still have protection if anything happens. But then I got obviously more barriers there in corners, but I need to check this side before I can even move on anywhere. So this would be the same thing. I'm just going to get that 45 to that 90, and I'm just going to slowly start working, but I'm also going to keep my eyes down there. Then I hit this hard corner here. I got a long corner on that side, so I got to pop that, see that there's nothing there. Then from here, this is where that kind of decision making. I have a corner there and I have something over there. This is all clear, so I can orientate towards my threat, the most threatening area I have, and then move nice and slow. And this is what we talked about earlier, is that I can just press up here and just go nice and quick and just kind of pop this corner right there and then come back here. But I can do barrier work from back here. All this is cleared, so I feel pretty confident that I'm safe-ish around this corner, but I can start even from 10 feet away. I can set up my 45 to this barrier, work to my 90, and then slowly start moving over to check that corner. I have a barrier here that I don't need to necessarily worry about over there right now. This is my immediate threat, so I can clear that all the way back here. Then I can switch my feet over and then start working this barrier. Then, more decision making. All this is clear. I got a barrier there, open space there. I have blockage, so I can't go that way anyway. I can try to maybe press over this way, lean over, if I feel confident in that. But for the most part, even if I don't want to do this lean over, I can get to here, and now that part's over there clear. Essentially, I do have to go back into cover, so now I lost that. But then I just move right back into this, start clearing. So that's like the big part of this class is this multiple layered decision making and that slow, methodical run through. So when it comes to military and police, there is a place for those dynamic entries and those quick run throughs and clear real fast, the real cool movie stuff and all that. That is very specific and a small percentage of what most people will do in life. This nice, slow, methodical kind of stuff of where you come up to a corner, you don't know what's over there, and you got to go nice and slow, check over there, then make that decision. All right, I got to move over into there, or I can move there, but I got a barrier there, so what do I got to do? That real slow, methodical working through is what is kind of more realistic. And once you get through this and you understand that, then the better you can work through it, and then you can actually go through it faster. The old stupid adage of, what is slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I hate that saying, but it is 100% correct when it comes through this.